Alright, hi guys. I wanted to make this video a bit sooner, but I got busy with some stuff and now I'm here. So, some of you might know that I recently hit $30,000 in total payouts for a single month. This has been my highest uh, profitable month ever, and this is $30,000 net profit. It does not include my any of trade or any of the trading costs. So yeah, a huge achievement for me personally, because I still remember I was chasing a $10,000 a month a while back, and yeah, so finally I'm there. Now this video is not exactly about my strategy, but an insight on how I did this, right? Because as I talk in the video, you will realize that most of the time it's not your strategy which is failing you, but rather it's something else, and that something else happens to be your need to make quick money. So first let's dive right in. I'm just gonna log into my Apex accounts as well, because I want to be as transparent as I can be. And yeah, okay, let that load. I think it's gonna take some time. And till then, what we're gonna do is go how I did it. So first, I only trade with Apex right now, and Apex has a 90% off going on. You can use the code Vedic to get that 90% off. If there's not a 90% off sale, only get the accounts when there's a 80% off. And you can use code Vedic, it automatically applies the best discount available. So yeah, getting to the $30,000 mark, right? Okay. Now I don't need to do anything on that tab, so we can dive right in. First, how did I do it? I had 11 PAs, 1 month, and I made $30,000 in a single month. I wasn't risking a lot on any of the accounts. I wasn't over risking. I strictly traded with one mini, and I only risked around $700 per trade. So if you think about it, it's a bit more than 1% risk. It's like 1.25%, I guess, 1.5% per trade. But again, I did not want to go too slow on my PAs, and I didn't want to go too fast on the PAs either. So that 1.5% risk per trade was really good for me, and it worked out great for me. My strategy is very simple. I scalp order blocks, fair value gaps, and sometimes I scalp uh, breakers as well, and I go for a negative risk to reward. However, let me tell you, strategy had uh, nothing more than making money to it. Like how do I put it? The strategy wasn't the main reason I made money, because there are a lot of people following the same strategy, and only a couple of the people I know hit $30,000 month in my circle. What I think differentiated me was that despite my low risk simple strategy, I followed a very strict code of discipline, right? And my targets weren't anything great. I was going for base hits. It was like either 200 or $400 a dollar days. Only sometimes did I stretch my account to go for anything larger than that. The next slide is my PNL. So on May, I actually made $52,000, but I could only take out $30,000, because if you think about it, with 11 PAs, I can take out only $2,000 per account. And so yeah, my first payout cycle, I think I withdrew $22,000, followed by one more payout of $10,000. I did not take them out all together, of course. They were split accordingly, and I'm gonna explain why did I split my payouts and not try to take out the money all together. How much did I invest? So the cost for the total 11 accounts was $2,600, but I did not put 2,600 from my own pockets. I actually just uh, put in $1,200, and I flipped that money to I think 4,000 or something. I think 3,800 or something, and then yeah, I used that money to get to 11 PAs. What here is important, we are going to come back to this, but before that we are going to go to this month. Now this was the month where I actually logged in. I The markets were favorable. I'm not going to say that it was all me. The markets were very favorable in April, but still I think somewhere my discipline did help a lot. This was the base building month, right? So if you have traded prop firms, you would know that on futures you need to create a thing called the buffer zone before you can start withdrawing. In April, when I started these accounts, I flipped the script. Instead of targeting a payout, my entire goal for the month was to build accounts. Yes, I was uh, looking forward to the payouts. I wanted some payouts in April, and for that I had one more account in Boolanox, which I knew would net me close to 1500, and I knew that if I could just get to the buffer somehow, it would make my life way easier compared to if I rush the process and try to get the payouts without hitting any milestones. It would be way harder because now I gave myself a very definite goal. My goal was entirely to make $2,600 in my PE accounts, nothing else. Uh, uh, and this actually changed a lot in my trading because once I realized, okay, I need to make $2,600. After that, I can milk that account many times. Why not just get to that $2,600 no matter how much time it takes me? So once I had that in mind, it also meant that I could now go, take home some profit and be happy with it. So whether it was $200, 400, 600, or 800, I was happy with it. Again, this number 2.86k, 2.8k, this is on four accounts being copy traded. This is not on a single account. These stats are from copy trading. So do not look at it in a way, okay, oh, I'm trading one account and I'm making so much money on it. I'm not. I'm trading four accounts right here. I will be very transparent. So I'm gonna go back to uh, the other chart. Two trades a day, 400 a day, close to perfect, but not perfect. Why? Because if you go back and look, sometimes I'm making way less, right? This is because my copy trader wasn't working. Sometimes I was missing trades, it wouldn't fill me, and I would not chase the market. The moment I took one trade, if it was a win, I would go for the second trade. If that was a win, I would shut my system. If I missed the second trade, I wouldn't go for a third trade. If I missed the first trade, I would go for a second trade. If I did not find the second trade, I would not trade. If I took a loss on my second trade, I would not trade. My entire purpose of coming down and sitting on my computer and trading was had actually become a mission to avoid doing anything dumb. In my mind, when I sit down now, I do not hope or I do not think about making money, but rather I think about not doing anything dumb. So the moment my I'm about to click the buy or sell button, I just say to myself, am I doing something dumb? Because I remind myself that I'm no longer in the area where it's gonna harm me a couple of $1,000, but a couple of 10,000s of dollars. So with that mindset, automatically I have become way more disciplined than I ever was. Now, why did I want to show you the base? Because this is where it all started, right? So let's go to my P accounts. There are a lot of P accounts. I don't want to show too much again because I have added more P accounts and they are in profit, but it's for the next video which I want to shoot end of this month. So I'm gonna keep my screen till I think 4th, yeah. Okay, okay, actually, just still here. You're just gonna see these PAs, the other ones are in profit, but so I started with five accounts, like five PAs. One, two, three, four, five. Actually, I started with five, one, two, three, four, and there was a fifth one, which was the number, I think 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45. Yeah, 45 was there. I think there was a 46 or something. I don't. I think it's a bug or what. I don't know. But I started with 5 PAs. I ended up losing 1 PA because one day when I was copy trading the accounts, I forgot to turn on my copier. And if you use trader weight, you would know that uh, you have to put the number of contracts you want to take on each account together. So I did not turn on the copy trader and it initiated five contracts on a single account and I blew it up. I did not panic. I was like, it's all right, not a lot of damage. Sucked, but yeah. End of the day, it was like all right with me. It didn't sit wrong with me. So yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, I know what happened with the 46 PA. The 46 PA was the account which I have and I can activate it if I want it or something. I don't know what happened to it. I think I actually now, I'm just gonna ignore what happened to that 46 PA because I have no clue. Either I must have blown it or I was messing around. I have done something. But yeah, doesn't matter. 1 PA, 2 PA, it does not matter. So the 41 PA, right? Let's see. I started this out on the 7th of April, and I made around $700. So you have to understand my TPs are strictly 200 to $250, never more, right? And now it's strictly $200. So I took a couple of trades, and this is before I was formulating my rules, right? I learn as I go. So I was going for close to 3 trades a day. Right here, I made $700 on the single day, followed by $600, $500, $500 again, uh, $300, 400, yeah, 300, 400, 200, and finally on the 16th, I applied for a payout, which was like nice $1,300 across 4 accounts. So if you do the math on that one, that's, I suppose, um, wait, I think these were a bit less. Yeah, 1100 on these. So if you do the math on that one, that's I think $3,900 across 4 accounts. That money actually is the main reason I could scale up, because now in my mind these accounts were risk free. So if I did not do anything dumb and I followed the plan, it would be fairly easy to get my other payout. And where would I get my other payout? That would be at 3100. So I made a new rule. The moment I hit 3100 in balance, not profits in balance, I'm gonna withdraw whatever I can. So as if you see, this reflects this very nicely, right? Or the green days, I take a payout, and then I slow down. These days, there's just one trade or something on these days. I have no clue why. I think this was a trade copy I'm messing up. This was my payout. I flipped one day because you need 8 trading days in total. I flip one day, I jump back, and then I start trading again. So if I go on to these accounts, right? How did what I did up for my next payout is actually very interesting. So on the 41st account, 41st, that sounds so weird. Right. I take the payout. Now my account balance, I think, should be deducted somewhere. Why? Yeah, right here. So this is not a loss. What Apex does is the money which I make on the day the funds get deducted, it combines it and tells me. So right, you see, I got approved for $1,300. Money gets deducted here, and then I made $400, so it's minus 900. So I made 400 right here. My account balance is at 52,500. I know in my mind that I'm gonna take money out at 53,100. Now I only need to make a couple $100 and I'm back there. So I take one trade a day, one trade a day, one trade a day again. I'm at payout level, but I realized ki, oh, I have made money too quick and I need to flip a few days. So I just had a small $100 day followed by flipping them. So you see, I did not even bother trading the entire week. I went very slow. I took the base hits and I was at payout again, which is on the first. So first I got my very first payout of the month. You need to multiply this number by 4, right? Because I had accounts. I had, what do you call it? Yeah, I had 4 accounts, and that's $4,400 on the May 1st. Now in between, when I got my first payout, instead of waiting around, I added 2 more accounts. Right. So if you see, right after my payout, when I got the money, I bought 2 more accounts and I started trading them as well. These accounts, I did the same thing. $400, $200. If you can see, I'm not going, and yeah, I even took a loss right here, and I did not let that affect me at all. My I stayed very consistent with my losses and with my profits. I'm going for base hits, $400 a day, right? This was a flipping day most likely. $400 again, $400 again, and on the 7th I ended up applying for a payout on this account and the one below this. So this was $2,000 extra. Now again, once I get this payout, my next payout will not take me time at all, because uh, uh, I just need to make $600 more. Now coming on to, once I got the payout on those accounts, right? The above two, right? If you see, and if you go, I got approved on this account on the 7th. I took some time, I think, passing these accounts, and I added these accounts around um, the end of April, right? Yeah, so this was added on the end of April from my first payout, I guess. I just had bought it or something. Okay, no, I had bought it. I activated it after my these payouts got hit. So once these accounts got added, I did the same exact thing again, right? I took it slow. I'm not going for anything crazy, just $400 a day, $400 a day. Even I took a loss here. So this was a one win and one loss. I took a $500 loss and I called it a day. And again, then I got approved for $5,000 right here on the 14th. And if you can even see, even after that, I'm going very slow, and uh, I think I have done pretty well. Uh, Despite this, if you see, I took a, what do you call it? I took a $1,000 payout, and right after that, I took a loss. So this, I took a $700 loss. I took a $400 loss, which was not supposed to happen. But again, like I said, I wouldn't say I was perfect. I was as close to perfect as I can be, but I'm still human. I mess up. So I did mess up. I ended up losing money on this day, and this loss could have been avoided. Like, I know in my mind that if I was not so happy about the payout, because this was the day I think I logged $10,000 in a single payout. I think that was the end of the month. I'll just go and check the receipt. Right, that will make sense. I just know that I was very excited because of a very large payout. This was at the end of the month. I think this was 20th, 20th May, right? Let me just go back there. 20th May. Uh, 20th May. Uh, I think, yeah, these are okay, 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 okay. Apex approves. Approval does not mean they have sent me the money. Approval just means they have been approved and they send it 3 or 4 days later. Right. So this is where on 14th I logged the payouts on these accounts, and I think I logged the payout on these accounts. Yeah, 12th I logged 1,500 across these accounts, and I logged $5,000 around on the niche wale accounts. Yep, that netted me like a lot of money. I was very happy. I'm not gonna lie. I was not focused when I was trading, and I took a major loss which I shouldn't have taken. Uh, but that did not sway me, right? I did not go back with the mindset that, oh, I need to recover this, or it's something bad or terrible. What this just meant was that, okay, instead of 3 or 4 days of trading, it's gonna take me a couple of days, maybe more, to get back. And that's what happened, right? I got back, I started making consistent money, 400. Then I took a vacation right here. I took a small vacation. I wasn't trading seriously, so you can see I'm just flipping, or not even trading properly. And I'm not gonna say it, but I am very close to payouts on these accounts as well now. Again, and meantime, these accounts paid me fairly well. As you can see, I took 3 payouts. So these 5 accounts alone, these 4 accounts alone have netted me close to $15,000 from an investment of, you can do the math, it takes me like 2 accounts to pass one, so that's 60 into 4, 240 plus $600. Yeah, from $800 I managed to make $15,000, which is like a very good return on investment. I do not want to lose these accounts, of course, but I have applied for a very big payout. uh, it's like for a $2,000 payout, which means that my amount of money left in my accounts once it gets deducted would be $900. And the reason I did that is mostly because money in hand for me is more important than in my account. So if I'm getting an opportunity to withdraw something larger, I'm gonna take it. Uh, what uh, and One more reason I did that is because below, I don't want to reveal too much. Below there are a couple of accounts which are in profit, and I really want to diversify as well, and I'm gonna come to that too, how I use that the money which I have made. So now let's go back to uh, this month, right? May, where things changed, right? The Sorry, May is this, right? Where things changed. Again, just focus on my trading style. do not think it in a way ki, oh, I'm losing more money right here, right, compared to my average wins. First, I trade negative RRs. My losses will be greater than my profits. Second, you never know how many accounts I'm copy trading. So this is not, this should never be an what should I say, a representation of how am I trading. But you need to just see the wins and the losses. That would make sense because I'm trading every single day. I'm not missing out on trading. Now, why was I able to do this and why the losses did not get to me? Because at any given point of time, I was always applying for payout. So when with Apex, when you apply for a payout, it takes up. It can either be approved in 1 hour or it can be approved in 3 4 days. You never know. So in most cases, when I applied for a payout, I knew that I had 2 or 3 days where I do not need to trade the account. And what would happen was that when I wasn't trading those accounts and I was trading the other accounts, even if I took a loss, right? For example, I took a loss on the 28th, right here, right? On the 28th, right here, I think somewhere should be here. I wasn't really trading my account because it was at payout, right? Yeah, it was at payout, so I just had turned off my copy trading software. So since these all accounts are running on different cycles, a single bad day does not lead me to feel a huge loss. So I'm always fine with the idea that there's something coming in, and if I keep up this work, I'm gonna make loads more of money. What I did, and then the second thing is scaling up. I did not scale up rapidly. I started with 4 accounts. Despite getting a payout, I went only till 6 accounts. And if you see this, these accounts were started end of the month, and this account got a payout. Right. This account got a second payout on the 21st, and still I hadn't bought new accounts. And and that's the thing. You need to learn how to go slow. Okay, wait, sorry. I think this was right here. 47th one, right? I got a payout on the 7th, and these were sorry. So too many accounts, yeah. So right, you can see I got my second payout. Right, when I had applied for my second payout, when I knew it was locked, only then I added these accounts. I did not bother adding more accounts up until my accounts were up until I had logged 2 payouts on my first account, and I knew I'm most likely gonna make it to one more payout on the other 2 accounts. So when I was going slow, I did not fear that if I lose the accounts, it's gonna harm me, because I know for a fact that if I go in with 11 accounts together, if I'm trading 11 accounts at the same time and I have invested a lot of money, the pressure is monumental. It's so hard to trade when things are at stake. With 4 accounts, things were not at stake at all because previous months had been so good with me. I had netted $4,000 to $6,000 a month. I think I even hit a $10,000 month, not net profit, but a 10K month, not, regardless. I had money in the bank. I knew going to 4 accounts, dropping to 4 accounts, will still net me some money, if not more than what I made in the previous months, but something which is substantial to me. So I picked that amount, which happened to be maybe $5,000, and I would be happy. So when I went it with that mindset, I did not plan on scaling aggressively. So when I started scaling, it all happened in a very structured way. 4 accounts, take a payout, add 2 accounts, log the payout, add 5 more. The moment I'm at 11 accounts, you need to realize that I just need to get to the buffer level, which again, the buffer level gets created automatically when you're copy trading. So when these accounts lock 2 payouts, these accounts are very close to the buffer, and that means I will be making a withdrawal on these accounts very soon. So when these accounts are at the place where I need to request a payout, I'm only trading these accounts. And so even if I take a loss, it wouldn't matter because I'm only taking loss on the 5 or 6 accounts which I have and not on all the accounts. I hope it's making sense right now. So why did I want to share this is not because I want to flex that I made 30 grand or anything like that. And before that, before the conclusion, I just want to tell you how I am scaling up now. I have maxed out majority of the good firms. I even have Booleanox, but Booleanox cannot be copy traded because it's on a different platform. It's on Project X, and I don't think they allow Project X. Yeah, they do not allow Project X. So right now I have these are I think top step. I have passed three accounts and two are evals. TPT I have not passed any of the accounts, but they're in profit. And Tradify again they are in profit, or I haven't started trading them. I really do not know because I just turned this on and I start trading. I do not open my accounts. I do not bother with these accounts. My entire focus is that, oh, am I trading well? The profits have just become a byproduct. I'm not chasing big days. I'm not chasing windfall gains. I'm not chasing anything extraordinary. I am trading in a very average way, and sometimes you need to find the extraordinary in that average. So I found that when I'm chasing very small profits, when I'm chasing something which does not really matter, they stack up and it creates something which matters a lot. Uh, so yeah, coming to the point why I wanted to make this video, it's not a flex that oh I made 30 grand in a month. It is kind of like it's a huge achievement for me, and I really like that fact. But I wanted to make this video because you people need to realize that if you're not making money through trading, or if you're having trouble making money through trading, or if you're having trouble scaling up, because I had a lot of trouble scaling up, uh, it's it's because you are going too fast, right? And the opposite is true too. If you go too slow, you're not gonna make it. If you go too fast, you're not gonna make it. So what I advise is that if you're not profitable, that means you're going too fast in most cases, right? In most cases, people are gonna go too fast. What you need to realize is that your initial challenge phases are gonna take time. It's gonna take you 2 weeks or 3 weeks to pass because you can't really gamble on challenges and then expect that you make money on the funded accounts. Uh, your risk, your strategy is up to you. But what I recommend is never go above 1.5% of the entire risk. That amount is like the sweet spot for me. Never go over that. Try sticking to low RR, right? I'm trading negative RR. If I lose, I lose big. If I win small. So I manage a very high win rate when I do this. You can go for a 1 is to 2. That's the highest RR which I would recommend. That at 1 is to 2, you need to get out of that trade because the markets are not gonna give you 1 is to 5, 1 is to 6 consistently. Right, you're gonna lose days. You're gonna lose maybe 3 or 4 days out of, let's say, 8 trading days, or in a probability way, I would say that out of 10 trades, you're gonna lose 6 trades when you're going for 1 is to 5s. And the issue is that when you're new, when you're not profitable, each loss gets compounded in your head. And once that starts to happen, you go on a tilt and you blow it. So how do you avoid tilt? Make small money, let it stack up, and pass your account. Once you do that, you realize that making money is not the hard part. You, on most days, you're gonna make money. It's about keeping that money. And how do you keep it? A, avoid losses. How do you avoid losses? Pick a strategy with a very high win rate, even if it's 1 is to 1 or maybe negative RR, or maybe cap that 1 is to 1.5. And second thing, don't be a fucking retard. Alright, that straight up, that's the only thing which I can say. If you stick to certain rules, maybe take 2 trades a day, do not trade after your loss, just walk away. Chances are that within 2 weeks you're gonna end up making money. When I came in with these accounts, part of my head, in the back of my mind, actually, it was like I was fine with not making money this month. I was fine with not taking a payout on April. This entire month, I wasn't really expecting anything crazy to happen. I was like, okay, whatever happens, so be it. I just need to get my accounts to the buffer. Either it happens this month or the next. And once I'm there, uh, things get a little bit easier, which it has happened. It has happened that now I'm not really worried about money, or whether I'll get to a payout, or there's no question of if I'll get to a payout. It has become a question of when will I get to the payout, and I never think when I will get to the payout, because I could be very close to my payout. I could be $100 away, and I could take a loss, and it would set me back a couple of days. But I know that eventually I'm gonna get there. And that is how you have to be in trading, that you cannot expect that this month you're going to make X amount of money. Very much it could be that this month I do not end up making any money, which again is unlikely because I have requested one more payout this month at the start of the month. um well, not requested it, but actually, I requested it in the start of the month, but I'll be locking one more in a few days. Highly unlikely I do not, but if I don't, it's alright because I know there's this next week and the next to the next week. As long as I have accounts, I know that I'll get to my payouts. And you need to understand that to make money, you need to have your account alive. To keep your account alive, you need to follow your rules. You need to understand yourself more than you understand anything else, right? Because the markets are random. You cannot control the outcomes, but what you can control is your reaction. So once you learn how to control your reaction, trading gets very much easy. Like, genuinely, at sometimes it really makes me wonder that why did it take me so much time to figure this out. But yeah, that's it, I guess. So if you ever have questions, if you want to talk to me or anything, or if you want to text me, hit me up, you can follow me on Instagram, you can join my Discord. I don't think they allow me to link the Discord link, but I'll try linking it on my YouTube. You can go check me out on Instagram, it's at Vedic Trades. Again, you can I'll just open this one. Yeah, there you go, you can check me out here, and you can, if there anything which you want to ask me, go ahead, do that. This app is called Trade Syncer, which allows me to copy trade multiple prop firm accounts and single Apex accounts. These are my, what do you call it, accounts. I think I logged it in front of you, so you know I'm not scamming. I'm not gonna log into my plane, and the reason for that, I don't have a reason. Like I don't. It's like, yeah, it's like, uh, I just don't want to do it because there are couple more things which I want to show, but I have a separate video for that. I want to do it one basis, and then if I show it, it's gonna just pop up all the payouts, and that would ruin the video for me. But if you doubt me or if you think no, I'm scamming, that's why I don't want to show my the transactions, just hop on Discord. I'll go over it on a, what do you call it, on a live stream kind of thing. Like I share my screen and show it to you. But just make sure that you're not hating on me, right? Because if you hate on me and then you expect me to show it to you, I won't do it. Unless you piss me off, then most likely one day I'll just end up live streaming my entire PNL. Yeah, I'm very petty like that. So yeah, and I think that this is pretty much the proof, right? I can't see hack Apex's website to show you these arrows, right? So yeah. Overall, thank you guys for watching, and I hope this video did make sense because it did in my head. And overall, trade safe, don't do anything dumb, and best of luck for Monday. So, thank you guys for watching, and use code VEDIC to get up to 90% off on Apex accounts.